We are here with Luc Brodeur-Jourdain. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
It's a pleasure.
Now, who did you bring with us?
I bring Shut. It's an assistance dog that we got from the Mira Foundation. My girlfriend has a son of 11 years old that has autism. We were looking for some sort of way to improve our family life. Raising kids is already a challenge, and adding like a young puppy or young dogs or young animals, it's adding to the task of having a family. And we started by going at the Mira Foundation, and they said, well, we're going to see what we can do. And we bring Thomas to the Mira Foundation, and he was able to get in touch with different breed of dogs. The dog itself, when we're in the morning, every transitions to get to the bus in the morning, getting up, eating, dressing up, all those steps, we're using the dog to bring Thomas. So let's say Thomas is in his bed. Hey Thomas, come and see what Shut is doing downstairs. So now Thomas has the interest of coming downstairs, so it's not as hard on our I said the stress factor in the family of going through the transition with an autistic kid. It's a challenge basically, because when an autistic kid doesn't want to do something, it's very tough to go through that. So having the dog at home helped a lot.
And how long have you had Shut?
Shut's been with us for the last year and a half. She's 2 years old and a half. And it's the second dog we got from the Mira Foundation. The other one passed away, unfortunately, which actually is another thing that we had to teach Thomas, which, like, it's tips of life that they maybe don't understand yet, but they went through it at least one time.
What is it about the dog specifically, do you think, that makes him interested in wanting to be engaged and wanting to learn?
I feel like they're like sponge of what's happening, the vibe itself. When Thomas is getting into an anxious or he's living some personal frustrations, his ability to communicate is quite low, and the only thing that he has or that he can do is getting angry or starting throwing stuff, which is a reaction usually when people are language disabilities. They're not able to communicate. At this time, the dog by itself, not with command and everything, by itself, the dog's gonna move to Thomas, and just getting closer to him and just having that type of attitude, just being relaxed, casual, and just going down, Thomas gonna put his hand on it and just gonna start to pet it, and
Naturally becomes
naturally it just changes the mindset of the kid, and it's working so well. It's been a tremendous addition to our family of this game. So I totally. Shot.
Oh, she saw a friend.
No.
It's alpha dogs in the locker room. Tell me about being part of the Alouettes family.
Bob Whittenhall, amazing. He's been an amazing owner, and Andrew Whittenhall, his son, is doing a fantastic job. I mean, as soon as I got drafted by the Montreal Alouettes back in 2008, I stepped in and I felt like it was, you could feel the attachment and how much our owner cares about us, and he loves us as players. He was telling me that he spoke with Brian Chu back then, who was a former center for the Montreal Alouettes, and Brian told him, I think you got the future in Luc. And once I got that from Mr. Whittenhall, oh my God, okay, he knows me, and he's proud of what I do and who I am and what I do on the field. I always took pride into the fact that he's a person that he's American. He's from New York, and he decided to buy a football team and move it back into my country, my city, my province. Even if it's like we're mixed up with languages, we're English and French, and moving a franchise into a foreign country in the city that has so much diversity, I'll forever be grateful to him to do so.